How to use GitHub Copilot in VS Code. GitHub Copilot is an AI-powered coding assistant that helps developers write code faster and with greater efficiency. Integrated with Visual Studio Code or VS Code, Copilot suggests entire lines or blocks of code based on comments and context. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced developer, this tool can significantly enhance productivity by reducing the time you spend writing repetitive code. In this guide, we'll walk you through on how to set up GitHub Copilot in VS Code, how to use it effectively, and some tips to maximize its potential. And now, before we proceed, all of the mentioned tools are going to be on the description box below, so make sure to check it out. And so, let's talk about what is GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot is an AI-driven tool developed by GitHub in collaboration with OpenAI. It works as a pair programmer, suggesting code in real time as you type. Now, the key features of GitHub Copilot is that it provides context-aware code suggestions. It supports multiple programming languages like Python, JavaScript, C++, and more. It generates entire functions or blocks of code based on the comments or existing code. It improves workflow by reducing the times you spend writing boilerplate code. And now let's head over on how you can install GitHub Copilot in VS Code. And so to proceed, before using GitHub Copilot, you need a GitHub account with access to the Copilot service. You can start with a free trial or purchase a Copilot subscription for GitHub itself. To do that, you simply want to head over to the github.com/features/copilot, log in your account, and click on the Get Started for Free button. From there, it will then take us to this page where we can enable the GitHub Copilot feature on our GitHub account. And so, the next step is opening up the VS Code application. From here, we can then click on the Extensions button at the left side of the application. We can see that button right here. Simply once inside, you can then search for the GitHub Copilot. Open up the official application, and you simply want to click on Install. Click on the install once more, and it will now install GitHub Copilot into our VS Code right here. Now, another way in order to install Copilot is heading over to the Copilot button above your screen. This is the Use AI feature with Copilot for free. Inside, you then want to click on the Sign In to Use Copilot for Free button, and it will integrate us with our GitHub account right here. So you simply want to click on the Continue button. Right after, we can now go ahead and click on the Authorize Visual Studio Code button. After completing the sign-in process, this window will now appear, on which you can click on the Trust Workspace and continue. Right after that, we have successfully added GitHub Copilot into our Visual Studio Code right here. And so, you can now start using Copilot by typing simple commands. Now, it's as easy as highlighting your code right here and asking Copilot. Hit on enter, and basically Copilot will answer every question that we ask it inside the Visual Studio application. As you can see, it has explained that this is an HTML document for a restaurant website named Takoyaki Town. I have the head section, I have the body section where it has the hero area, slider section, over selection, food selection, and more. And lastly, we have the scripts. And so, if you want to fix some part or make an adjustment on your code right here, you can then go ahead and highlight a specific part of the code. Now let's go ahead and say that I want to change this part of the code right here inside my takoyaki business. And let's go ahead and ask Copilot on what feature should I add next. Basically, Copilot will try to go ahead and answer on the question that we have to ask it. Since we have asked on what type of feature we should add, it has suggested to add a contract form or contact form, newsletter subscription, testimonial section, gallery section, blog section, and more. Now that you know the basics on how to use Copilot on your website right here, you can now go ahead and use it to correct, modify, and change your entire line of code inside Visual Studio. And so, for example, if you have an error code, you can just ask Copilot directly. If you have an incomplete code, you can then go ahead and let Copilot complete that specific code. Once again, Copilot supports different programming language. It supports Python, it automates script generation and function writing, it supports JavaScripts, it generates front-end and back-end code quickly, it supports C++, assists with complex algorithms and logic, and it supports SQL, write queries, and database features. And so, in order to make the most out of Copilot, you want to follow these best practices. You want to use clear comments. The more descriptive your comments, the better the suggestion. You want to cycle through suggestion. Press Ctrl plus Enter to explore different options. You want to combine human and AI effort. Always review Copilot's code to ensure accuracy and efficiency. And lastly, you want to use in larger projects. Copilot can help automate repetitive tasks and speed up coding. While we're at it, let's talk about the limitations of the GitHub Copilot. While Copilot is powerful, it has some limitations. First, it may generate incorrect or outdated code. It doesn't understand business logic. It suggests code purely based on patterns. It requires an internet access to fetch suggestions. And lastly, it might generate non-optimal solutions that need manual refinement. Now in conclusion, GitHub Copilot is a game changer for developers, providing AI-assisted coding to boost productivity. By integrating with VSCode, it allows developers to write, refine, and optimize code faster than ever. While it's a fantastic tool, human oversight is still necessary to ensure accuracy and efficiency. If you haven't tried Copilot yet, install it today and experience the power of AI-driven coding. If this video has been helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for similar videos like this one. And as always, thank you for watching.